What's up, guys? Barbarian or Bust here, and this is a video for Blizzard. Of course, you guys can comment as well, but I haven't gotten the new unique ring for Rend yet, but I wanted to talk about it. So here I have a couple different unique items, and right here are all the class-specific items, well, maybe not all of them, that, only affect one skill. So here we have the Hellhammer. So it gets ranks to upheaval, and you just use upheaval, and upheaval becomes better. Here we have the Fields of Crimson, which you use Rupture, it creates a blood pool, and then you deal more bleeding damage. Ancient's Oath, if you use Steel Grasp deals more damage, and then the enemy takes more damage once you use Steel Grasp. Overkill, Death Blow deals more damage, and now it becomes a mild AoE skill. Battle Trance, Frenzy becomes more powerful, and you get more ranks. Gores, it's still an example, but it's not as good. But Whirlwind, explodes, but it deals more damage. You basically just have to use the skill. So with all these here, Hellhammer, just use Upheaval, nothing else. Fields of Crimson, use Rupture, and it'll help the bleed damage of Rupture and other bleed skills. Ancient's Oath, use Steel Grasp and you will deal more damage. So a little bit of a pattern here, which I think is great. Then you have just the class specific items that just buff you without having to do too much. So for example, this one, when you are berserking, you gain more berserk. You have a chance to gain more berserking, right? And it gets you some bonuses. That's pretty cool. If you play Bleed, you have a lucky hit chance to bring down cooldown. So if you play X way, you get X. Play X and you get X. So these are all really good mechanics. Honestly, I like pretty much all these. Then you have your generic ones. So here, Flicker Step. Evade, get cooldown. Can be used for anybody. Banish Lords. Core skills guaranteed overpower after you so much fury. X-Falls, again, another great one. Damage over time effect, just deals more damage. And Tibalt's, once you become unstoppable, you do X damage. So this is, again, if you complete X, you gain a generic buff. This is if you use the skill, you get a buff. These are if you gain X, you get a buff. So I don't have the new Rend ring, but it's kind of pigeonholed you, because now you have to play Charge or Leap. So Season 3 is season of the Charge, which is fine. It's cool that skills all have a chance to, shine. I'm not upset about that. But what I don't like about the ring is you have to play either Charge, Leap, or Kick in order to get a buff in Rend. No other unique really does that. Again, if we look back here, just buffs Upheaval. It buffs Bleed. Ancient's Oath makes you deal more damage when you do Steel Grasp. Again, buffs Death Blow. Buffs Frenzy. This one, it's trying to buff Whirlwind with just using Whirlwind. So why do we have a unique that says you must play one of these in order to make this better? I don't understand why this unique kind of pigeonholes you into playing a certain way in order to gain a buff in this, where literally all these other ones just buff the skill directly just by using that unique. So I think that's a better way to make the uniques, because then you aren't pigeonholed into playing a certain way. I think it would be a good idea to change the Rend ring to, just proc, literally just like these ones do. Again, Upheaval, it ignites the ground, which honestly isn't the best, but because you get ranks to Upheaval, the Hellhammer Mace is awesome. Fields of Crimson, again, not the best sword, but if you use it, you get 20x bleed damage. So this is, again, I feel these weapons aren't the best, but they're still really good. like Steel Grasp, but you literally gain, if you can kill everything in 3 seconds and you deal that much more damage to them, this is great. Like Overkill, I think this is probably the best because it gives you ranks to Death Blow, and it also makes it an AoE skill. So I think this, out of all these uniques, this is probably my favorite one, because it's really like all positives and like no negatives. So yeah, I don't know. I'm gonna try to, you know, go on X and send this to like Pez Radar just to see if he could watch this video. He may not. He may. I don't know. If anyone from Blizzard watches this, thank you. And if you could comment on the topic, then I know it's a very specific topic, but I don't know. I see a really nice pattern here with all of these. And when I think of the ring for Rend, I see you guys breaking that pattern and kind of pigeonhole players into play a certain way. Like even with this ring, like there's an argument to say that you're pigeonholing this ring to only use those 3 skills. And I would kind of agree with that, but because you made it 3 skills, you still gave a choice. Where with Rend, it's like your choice is literally play a certain style and then you get the bonus. Where with this one, it's like after you spend 100 Fury, if you like one of those 3 skills, here's a bonus to that skill. So that's why I still think this has more diversity than the new Rend ring, because only having to use these skills is kind of crappy, honestly. But anyway, yeah, please check out my video. Thank you for all who watched it, and I'm gonna see if Blizzard can, I don't know, watch the video and just kind of give that some thought. I hope they take it as constructive criticism. Anyway, thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one.